coming back, I was gonna have to make sure that Lamar ass wasn't there. Okay, I will, I said, then hung up. Minutes later, I got back home, jetted right onto my house, and made my way straight to my bathroom inside of my bedroom. I needed a hot ass bath with lots of Epsom salt and lavender. It was just way too much bullshit going on. Too much. Just when I was getting my mojo, it seemed like life was throwing me some more bullshit to deal with. After I had fixed my bath, I had now found myself laying in the tub, sipping on some Hennessy and smoking me a big joint. If Sade called, I was just gonna ignore her calls and then text her in the morning that I got super sick and fell asleep. My bad. I got a little runny nose. Because I don't want to mess up my makeup. I needed a hot ass bath with lots of Epsom salt, much lavender. It was just too much bullshit going on. Too much. Just when I thought, my bad, I'm gonna try to turn the book like in a way that y'all can kind of see, but I can still read. Just when I was getting my mojo back, it seemed like life was throwing me some more bullshit to deal with. After I had fixed my bath, I had now found myself laying in the tub, sipping on some Hennessy and smoking me a big joint. If Sade called, I was just gonna ignore her calls and then text her in the morning that I got super sick and fell asleep. I laid in the tub for about a good 2 hours, damn near drifting off to sleep. The combination of weed, liquor, and bath worked some good magic on me because I didn't feel as frazzled and nauseated anymore. Although I was still a tad upset about Alice's condition, I was just gonna have to let that go and let God. Besides, there was nothing I could do other than hope and pray everything would be okay. Yeah, part of me felt very guilty for storming out of the hospital and abandoning my girl and her family in a time of need, but hey, it is what it is. I need to come up with a way to make sure Lamar never recognized me, but that just seemed impossible at this point. I was gonna have to eventually meet this nigga face to face. But just thinking about that cruise years back, child, I was getting so moist thinking about it all over again. Lamar was such a gentleman too. Too bad I didn't really want to take things further with him. Too bad I didn't really want to. At the time, I just wanted the good dick down and nothing else. Ironically, he just wanted us to continue talking after the cruise, but I wasn't going for any of that. Well, seemed like Alice found her a good catch, if she survived. The following morning, I woke up and at 7 a.m. on the dot and gave a ring to my oncologist office. I wanted to book an appointment with this white man ASAP because I was going to tell him to his face I was going to get a second opinion about my cancer. Ain't no way in hell I was going to be content anymore with not just doing anything about this. I wanted to live. I had to live. Shit, I had too much in me just to let my life end this way. Like I told y'all, Vernetta wanted to go out as soft as cream in my sleep. Ain't no way in hell I was going to allow myself to die painfully. Cancer just seemed so depressing and grueling. No, ma'am, I wasn't going to speak that into my life. The receptionist luckily managed to squeeze me into a 9 a.m. appointment. So I quickly hopped out of bed and took a shower, threw an outfit on, and made my way out the door. But before I walked up to my car, I looked across the lawn and saw a neon Dodge Charger parked out in the front. My curiosity was piqued as there was only one thing I knew about those who drove Chargers. Usually a nigga with the biggest dick came and won. A roughneck, felony having thug nigga too. And y'all know how I just craved me some felon nigga dick. Excuse me? Oh, you want the joke book back? I do have it. I do have it. I do have the joke book if you want it. If you want it, if you want it. If you want it. Okay. Let's go. There was a part of me that wanted to quickly jot over and see if anybody was home to introduce myself. I just had to know who my new neighbors were. Girl, if you don't stop with your crazy ass, I mumbled to myself, then chuckled, shaking my head at my craziness. I just kept laughing to myself as I hopped in Paulette, chucked up the engine, and made my way to my oncologist's office. The doctor's office wasn't too far away from our townhouse, so about 7 minutes later, I pulled into the parking garage and parked. Made my way inside. Once I checked in with the receptionist, I was escorted to an examination room and was told the doctor would be with me shortly. Damn near 30 minutes went by, and this old honky still ain't come in yet. Shortly, my ass didn't even peek his head in just to tell me he was running behind. This was exactly why I was going to change my doctors. Come through, Mugen! Joy, you better say thank you. Cause no ads for you, baby. Alright, this white man had me all the way fucked up. If he thought I had the motherfucking patience in the world to wait on his ass, I had other shit to do today. And just like that, the door cracked open, and to my surprise, some Asian man bumbled through the door with this weird smile on his face. Miss Washington, pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Chang Lee. Slightly rolling my eyes to the ceiling, I replied, I'm fine, doctor. Doing just well. Never met you before. Why are you here? Well, I don't know if the nurse made you aware, but Dr. Newman had a sudden medical emergency. He's going to be out of the office indefinitely, Dr. Chang Lee explained as he sat down and fumbled through some paperwork on his clipboard. But oddly enough, before you came in, I've been going over your scans, tests, and whatnot, and I'm so thoroughly confused. Well, I'm glad you are confused, because the reason why I came in today was to let Dr. Newman know I am going to be going to another doctor to get a second opinion about my diagnosis. I am not satisfied with his level of care. He's just pretty much told me that there is nothing much I could do but let time go back. And by the time, what do you say? I could do, but just let time go by, and from there consider different pain treatments. I'm not ready to die. Dr. Chang Lee pursed his lips and didn't say a word. He looked back down on his clipboard, rummaging through the thick wad of paper clipped to it. I understand. Well, I think before you do that, we should run a few more blood tests right now and check on a few things. I think getting a second opinion is a good thing, but before you do that, I think we should just run a few more tests to see what's the progress of the tumor. My face screwed up into disgust. What the fuck am I saying? My face screwed up into disgust. The hell for what? No, hell no. Y'all just trying to keep me. All y'all care about is money. Miss Washington, I don't know how to explain this, but I think it's very important that we go ahead and run another battery of tests on you just to confirm what I said, but this time my tone was a bit loud and angry. I was sick of their shit. Well, I think there's a remote possibility that there have been some small mix-up in your files, and just want to make sure before you run and get that second diagnosis that you hear from us first. All of a sudden, this feeling of confusion swarmed me. What in the hell are you talking about? Dr. Chang Lee then said, well, Dr. Newman has been getting up in age and his vision has been a bit muddled. There is a possibility that your cancer may not be as advanced as we had initially thought. In fact, you may not necessarily have cancer at all. Yeah, whoever get it, 5,000 gold, I'll put up my little money too. My little money in. Bro, I'm thinking she pregnant too, but hold on. Chotomate. Oh my god. My eyes widened with shock. Excuse me? Say that again? Yes, unfortunately, there may have been some serious issues with how Dr. Newman diagnosed your tumor. I have a feeling that you may have just developed a small, benign, non cancerous mass. It's actually very common, but Dr. Newman may have misread some of your charts and scans and diagnosed you with an advanced form of cancer. You have to be fucking kidding. So you mean to tell me all this fucking time I didn't have cancer? Please, ma'am, I'm sorry. I know this is very alarming, and we are combing through all of Dr. Newman's files to see if this happened to any other patients. The doctor tried to explain, however, by this point, every motherfucking thing this man has said went through one ear and out the other. I'll be damned if for the last 6 months or so I have been walking around here thinking that my days on earth were numbered and I'd soon be going on to glory. But no, lo and behold, all this time I was fine, but I was still very confused. So wait one damn minute, if I didn't have cancer, then why the hell did I have those dizzy spells, and is that why my vision was going out? Well, that's a very common symptomology associated with those types of benign tumors, he said. He continued. Vertigo, dizziness, loss of vision, headaches. Sometimes these symptoms run congruent with worse tumors, but nonetheless in time, tumors like this stop growing and sometimes they just go away altogether. That just might be the case with your situation. I shook my head in total disbelief. A part of me was definitely relieved to agree that if this doctor was telling the truth and he wasn't misdiagnosing me, but there was another part of me that was fuming with rage. I'd have sued the head out of y'all. Y'all could have killed me. Hold on. Let me catch my breath real quick. Hey, Cosmel! This book is nuts. If you're just now coming in, you kind of missed the catch up. I don't really know what to call it. What should we call it, chat? The what's happening with Miss Vernetta? She definitely is quite a character. I could tell you that much. Okay. I know. I'm sorry, Miss Washington. I really do. I was walking around here with all types of anxiety and depression. I completely understand, Miss Washington, Dr. Chang Lee said as he looked back at his clipboard. This is a very unfortunate situation, but the thing is, once we run these blood tests, we can make a final confirmation that everything, for the most part, is fine. But I have to ask, Miss Washington, what's that? Well, going through your medical history, some years ago, you were prescribed a medication called Mirapex. I believe your GP or family physician had given it to you to help with your restless leg syndrome. Yeah, I still take it from time to time, especially when my legs get really bad, but it doesn't bother me. Why do you ask? Are you aware of some of the other side effects to this drug? My eyes boomed wide open once again. No? What kind of side effects? My eyes boomed wide open. Dr. Chang Lee cleared his throat and said, well, I don't know if your GP explained to you exactly how this drug works. Miraplex is the brand name, but it's commonly known as pramipexole. It's what we call an anti-Parkinsonian dopaminergic. Dopaminergic. Why would they name it that? That's fucking crazy. Dopaminergic. I don't know if I'm saying this word correctly. Bro, I have a dictionary literally right behind me. This is a dictionary, but it's just some words, like, they don't sound good being said out loud. Does that make sense? I hate when it's words that don't sound good out loud. I fucking hate that shit. Like, words are supposed to be aesthetic or something. Not like that, but like, some words just look really fucking stupid written down.